What's up, everybody? I'm Kansu, and this is the Crystal Corner. Excuse my tassel going in the camera right now. I figured I'd talk to y'all for a second on this hot hump day. Today is September 18th, I believe, 2019. If you think the year is actually 2019. You can find me on Instagram at Crystal Corner, spelled the same way as this video, and I will leave the link to my website in the description below. But that's not what I came here to talk about. What I came here to talk about was what it actually means to call yourself a god or goddess. Okay, it's a title. First of all, it's a state of being, a state of knowing, rather. When you know you stepped into your god body or your goddess body, you know what I mean? But with that comes some things, okay? And I want you guys to, if you haven't seen this movie already, I'm sure you have, but go back and watch a movie called Bruce Almighty, right? Bruce was smiting God or whatever, talking shit about God, and God was like, you know what, cool, you think you could do the job better? I'm gonna go ahead and give you my power. So he gives Bruce the power or whatever, and he's like, man, I can't answer everybody's prayers throughout the whole world. Morgan Freeman, looked at him, was like, man, that's just this block to this block. That ain't even the whole world right there, Craig. But what is it that I'm trying to convey with that, example with the movie? Well, I'll use myself because I love to use myself as the biggest example. For the longest time, I will call myself Pharaoh Amun-Ra. What does it mean to be Pharaoh? Well, Pharaoh is a king. It's the highest form of king. You think of Pharaoh, you think of King Tut, you think dripped in gold, you think leading the masses, and being that ancient, regal, royal self of yours. Now, fast forward 2019, we like to call each other God and Goddess. Well, what does that mean? Well, when you step into the self, well, first of all, I call myself Pharaoh, and because of that, I had to make sure that I personally lived up to what I thought a Pharaoh would be. A lover, a protector, a provider, a confidant, a leader, someone that helps and looks out for other people on their journeys and things of that nature. This is a couple of what, Pharaoh is to me. But with that said, when you call yourself God or Goddess, you take on that title, okay? You become the God and Goddess that you are looking for. But with this thing called spirituality and the woke movement, even though I hate the word woke, when you become, we'll call it consciously aware, okay? When you become aware of what's going on, you realize that you're a god or goddess, that you also have to understand that everybody cannot and will not wake up. That will throw off the balance of the universe, right? So because you're awake and you're aware and you are now a god or goddess, you must live up to that, okay? And this is a reason why a lot of times throughout life, we'll start to experience a lot of weird things and shifts, okay? We'll start to lose friends and family members, and we might start to dress different and operate differently and talk different and like different foods and might not want to go out anymore, things of that nature, because you're stepping into that God or goddess energy that you have claimed for yourself when you call yourself a god or goddess, okay? Real quick video on this. This is how it works. Back to that movie, Bruce Almighty. Remember when Bruce was answering everybody's prayers? Like, yes, no, and everybody won the lottery and shit was fucked up out here. It's kind of similar, okay? So for each and every one of you that's on this video that are watching it now, if you're watching it now, you are thinking that you are a god or goddess or have already claimed yourself to be god or goddess. Now, what that means is we have a duty. We have a duty to help the masses. Not necessarily in the physical, because we understand from a cult standpoint, not cult, occult. Just make sure you hear my diction. Occult, meaning the hidden knowledge. We understand that you become what we consider like a guardian angel for other people. There's a thing called the Goetia, and each goetic demon or deity, demon just means Damien, and Damien is melanin, okay? You don't believe me? Go look up Ivy Hammond talking about demons. But when you wake up your melanin, you come into control over a legion. The legion's 10,000. So let's just say myself, Kansu. I'm in control of 6 legions. I'm a life path number 6, so we'll call it 6 legions. So that's 60,000 individuals I'm directly responsible for. And as high as I vibrate, I bring them along with me. I end up doing a lot of weird shit and weird rituals that oftentimes don't even have anything to do with me. I might be called to do a reading for this, or I might be called to make some jewelry for that, or I might be called to do a ritual by a railroad, not knowing why. I just do it because I follow my spirit and follow what I'm told. But the reason why I'm doing that is because I've claimed myself as God, and when I do my rituals in a roundabout way, what I'm actually doing is helping and answering everyone else's prayers that's in my legion behind me. A legion could also be considered your soul family, spirit family, or what have you, okay? So, like I said, whenever I do what I'm doing, I'm helping others. Because I've claimed myself to be God, now the people that aren't awake pray to someone, that person oftentimes ends up being you. So I want you to be very careful with calling yourself God or Goddess, because if you're not ready to really be about this life and live in your light and share and spread that, you're going to get run over. You're going to get spiritually run over. You're going to wonder why you're always in one bad situation to the next bad situation and can't figure out which way is up. Because you're calling yourself something, but you're not stepping into and embodying that energy, okay? It's very, very, very important that you understand this. We call ourselves these things, but we don't understand what it actually means to do so, right? So my job here is to help bring your vibrations higher. I'm the vibes god. That's what I do. Khonsu is the Lord of the Moon. The moon controls the tides and time here on Earth. Time goes in waves. Water goes in waves. With that being said, everybody wants to ride a wave. The moon helps create them. So the wave would be mine, not in a selfish or self-righteous way. I'm just saying in an energetic way. I'm a lunar entity, so the energy that I put out is going to be lunar. Anything that the moon does, Khonsu's doing, me personally. So again, to reiterate one more time so you get it, when you call yourself God or Goddess and you step into that energy, you wake up that aspect of yourself. You stop being a human. You stop praying to something, and you start embodying the energy yourself and exuding that God energy through you and your vessel. But when you do that, you become a God amongst man. I'm sure you've heard that term before. Meaning, I'm awake, the rest of them aren't, and when they pray, because it's my responsibility to take care of my legions, whatever I do, and as high as I vibrate, the rest of the world around me and my legion vibrates higher too. If I start slacking, I break down the whole thing. The whole goal here is to take that little light of yours and let it shine as bright as possible and attract everyone to it like moths, okay? That's what it means to shine bright or get your glow together. When you're glowing, you're stepping into your God body, kind of like when Goku went Kaioken for the first time and he had that red aura around him. That was like the lowest form of his God form. So now you get up to Super Saiyan Blue and stuff like that, and blue and violet are up here. It's the highest form of his God body. You see, when he had Kaioken, that's when Kaioken would be basically like when you first step into your spiritual journey. Oh shit, I got power. I could do this. You know what I'm saying? And the more that you vibrate higher and the more that you graduate through these levels, you get Super Saiyan 1, you get Super Saiyan 2, you get Super Saiyan 3, and your hair get long. I got long locks now. They're up in a ponytail, so you can't really see it. But Super Saiyan 4 comes out, and that's when you feel like you want beast mode, like you've tamed the beast within, and you've wrapped that beast into your God body. That's Super Saiyan 4, okay? After that, Super Saiyan God mode. Now, the beast is no longer necessary. It goes away, and you just straight God mode, and you have this thing called Ultra Instinct. Ultra Instinct would be like your clairvoyance, your clairaudience, your clairsentience, and those things start to click on, where you can see things and feel things and hear things before they happen. That won't happen until you start resonating on that God level. But again, when you do so, keep in mind that it's important to keep your energy high. That's all I'm trying to say. It's important to keep your energy high and balanced, because when you call yourself a God or Goddess, other people are looking at you as that archetype of the energy. And if you fucking up, they gonna end up fucking up too, okay? So it's a real quick video on what it actually means when you become a God or Goddess, okay? I'm Khonsu, this is the Crystal Corner, and I'm gonna get at y'all at a later date. Peace.